I have a video I made and it's titled, Most DL Women Are Married. And the video is viral. And I noticed something. I have received comments from different guys about that video. In the comments, some are just men stating that they have experienced being with DL women, and that's fine. I expect that there will be men that view my content, and they view my content all the time. That's not the issue. This video message is directed at the males who think that I make content for them. These type of guys are usually the guys who don't get women. They are lames. They usually follow content online from the manosphere, usually the red pill community. These are guys who spend all day and night venting and complaining about how much they hate women and how women are losers and that modern day women suck and how they're going to go to different countries because American women are not catering to them. You know, those type of dudes. Those are the ones that think that my content is for them. But they are delusional and they are mistaken. And I'm going to explain to you why in this video. So stay tuned through the end, because I know there's going to be some guys who are going to listen to this video, and this message is for you today. You might learn something if you don't take it personal, because most of you type of red pill guys or blue pill guys, yellow pill guys, whatever kind of pill that you're taking, it's really making you worse. You're not getting well. You think I'm making content for you, but I'm not. No men. I don't make content for men. I'm a lesbian. If you don't know, and you probably already know because you listen to my content, you're one of those guys who always listen to my videos, or maybe you read my posts and you just can't get enough of me. I understand. You're hoping that one day you can be with me or maybe a woman who you fantasize about, but since you never actually get her, then you start to stop daydreaming and reality settles in and you become angry and bitter and you begin to lash out in the comment section and you start saying really ridiculous things that make you look bad. But it makes you feel better because it's kind of like you're punching the wall and you feel like you're getting satisfaction from it. But then all of a sudden you realize that your fist is bleeding and you've busted up your fist and now you have to go to the emergency room to get some stitches. So you're in a worse off position than before. That's kind of the same way it is when you have these red pill guys or these manosphere guys who do not get women. When they go to content creators who are women who post content, and the guys, the lames, they get in the comment section and they think that everything that you are saying is about them. And they get angry and they lash out in the comment section. And it just proves that they don't get women at all. I'm going to give you some tips here today why my content is not for you. If you are of the male sex, and if you identify as heterosexual, or maybe you identify as bisexual, if you are the type of guy who you know your sexual orientation, it can be heterosexual, bisexual, pansexual, whatever. I don't care if you're a part of the LGBTQ acronym. And I'm saying acronym, stressing that because you're not a part of the LGBTQ community, because if you were, you wouldn't be lashing out on a lesbian like myself. But You may be struggling with your sexuality. You may be one of those kind of guys who pretend like you're heterosexual, but you're really into dudes. That's another reason why you lash out in my comment section. Because, well, you know that I'm a lesbian and you're actually tuning into my content because you're dealing with same-sex attraction. You actually are spazzing out because you're not certain how people are going to treat you if they find out that you're a dude and you're into dudes. So you kind of listen to my content to try to figure yourself out. But you're deeply troubled because you're lashing out on lesbians. You're the guy that thinks that lesbians have an easier life than gay males. I am Giselle Wallace, certified gay life coach and author. I do provide my lesbian perspective. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on my social media. I'm on Instagram and Instagram Threads. I'm on Twitter, which is also called X. I am on YouTube. I am on TikTok. My handle is at Giselle A. Wallace. So make sure you follow me there. And if you are interested in learning more about same-sex attraction and how to navigate a heteronormative society and live in your authenticity, I provide content that is not made for the public. You can join my channel membership. It is called the Premium Tribe, and it is a paid membership. It is content that I do not discuss publicly. I give you more insight. I give you resources and information that you cannot just get anywhere. So make sure you join my channel membership, the Premium Tribe. I don't make content for men. I'm a lesbian. I know there's a lot of guys out there that think that everything I talk about is for men. And the reason why is because, well, I kind of understand why you're that way, because we live in a patriarchal society. And newsflash, it's not just in America. See, a lot of these guys, they like to focus on the Western hemisphere. They want to say America is diluted. America is for the pits. The women, they're no good. All of the women are basically into men for the wrong reasons. They usually like to label women as gold diggers, or they like to label women as being for the streets. If you don't know what that means they like to view women as being promiscuous. But these men that talk like this about women, they have something in common. And what they have in common is, now listen carefully, because I'm helping you out a little bit today. I don't usually like to help you out because you don't stay on my mind. But since I stay on your mind, I'm going to help you out today. These type of guys who are always emotionally vomiting online through social media, some of them, they create YouTube channels, or they'll just start a social media account and they'll get on like Instagram or YouTube. And some of them don't do that at all, but they will actually follow a lot of these people who make all of this content that berates and degrades and insults women, specifically American women. And this is what they have in common. All day long and all night long, they sit up and listen to other men trash women all day long and all night long. Just imagine there's nothing but guys just hovered around each other talking about how much they hate women. It's a very pitiful sight. They're always going to remain pitiful and pathetic because all they do is listen to content by other guys who don't have a clue about women, who never get women, and don't have a woman. And I'll tell you why. A man who is truly happy, a man who knows he is a man who is confident in his own skin, does not have time to be on social media with other men. You know why? Because he's a heterosexual man, or he's a bisexual man who is open, and he is confident about his sexual orientation. He's confident about his manhood, and he's more than likely with a woman. He doesn't have issues with women. He doesn't take out his anger on women because he has a woman. So these guys, these trolls, they're always complaining and whining and murmuring all day, and they think that that's going to attract a good woman to them. They're very delusional. They don't have the ability to get women because they're always around guys. And a lot of these guys, they claim to be heterosexual, but a lot of them fap off to men. They're actually fantasizing about being with a dude. They're secretly gay, secretly bisexual, secretly pansexual. That's why a lot of them come over to content creators who are of the LGBTQ plus community. They know that they like the same sex. And so they lash out on content creators who are confident about being same-sex attracted people because they're envious of your confidence, your gay confidence. They don't know how to deal with themselves. So all they can do is resort to your social media page and insult you. And if they are heterosexual, they're incels. They don't really connect with other people. They are out of touch. They don't live in reality. They've created their own little world, and they make up things as they go along to appease them, to comfort them. They self-medicate. And the way they do this is they unleash their pain on a keyboard which they probably don't even own. They have to go to their mommy's house, or they have to go to the public library and use a computer to log into social media so they can hate on women and hate on the LGBTQ plus community. I made a video that's called Most DL Women Are Married. The video wasn't actually for men. The video was for women, specifically same-sex attracted women. But a lot of guys took the video personal. They got in their feelings, and they actually thought they could come in my comment section and chastise me. If you haven't seen the video, Most DL Women Are Married, you can go and check it out. I'll probably link it here in the description below this video. You will learn that I'm a lesbian. I'm speaking about my lesbian experience. And I'm actually directing that message at DL women and women who are openly lesbian. But for some reason, a lot of these guys out here got it twisted. They think that the video is for them, but it's not. Now, I understand that men are affected by DL women. I absolutely get it. But my content is for lesbians primarily here on YouTube. But of course, it's for other women who are same-sex attracted. So for example, they may be bisexual or pansexual or demisexual. Some women are asexual, and they listen to my content, and it's for them, absolutely. But if you just think about it, DL women like women. They're into women. So therefore they deal with women. So of course, women who are of the LGBTQ plus community, they want to know things about DL women because they've had their fair issues with DL women. Maybe they're involved with DL women. Maybe they are DL women themselves. So it makes 100% sense that they would listen to my content and learn from it and utilize it to their advantage. because it's for them. But if you are a man and you are concerned about getting involved with DL women, you can contact me for life coaching. I am a certified life coach. It's better for you to sign up for life coaching than it is for you to suffer in silence, because you can actually learn from a life coach who has experience of dealing with women, who has success of dealing with women. But many of you men will do the opposite. And the reason why is a lot of you guys don't think that women are intelligent. You don't think that women are smart. And the reason why you think this way is because you listen to other males who think the same way. And so you miss out because all you're concerned about is what another man thinks of you, which is very questionable. Because if you're always listening to men about women, and these men are always giving you this toxic advice about women, and you think that they're telling you good information about women, you're deceived. These men who you think get women all the time, when they turn that camera off, they're depressed, they're lonely, they're scared, they're insecure, and they're crying. They're living a facade. You can kind of say that they're on the down low. A lot of these guys, they're really not into women at all. And they use social media to bash women. They want a man. They really do. And so they'll lash out on people who are in the LGBTQ plus community because we're confident about who we are, but they are not. And they're trying so hard to be heterosexual that the only way they can release all of the pressure and the anxiety is resorting to getting online, pretending to be someone who they are not. They act like they're this relationship guru. They act like they know how to direct men. They act like they know everything about women when they absolutely don't. Because how can they when they can't get women? How can they when they don't listen to women? They think women are stupid. They think women are beneath them. But yet, they're always talking about women. And in the comment section of content creators who are women and who are lesbian, who don't want men. The reason they're on your mind is for two main reasons. Listen carefully. It's two main reasons. Either you are a heterosexual man or a bisexual man, so your sexual orientation is inclined towards the opposite sex, which would be women. You struggle with having women in your life. You don't get women at all. So you're angry and you're spiteful and you're bitter towards women. You're actually male misogynist. You can't stand women. You hate women. It's deeper than that. You need therapy. You really do. And I'm not saying that in a condescending manner. You need therapy because something happened in your life that you keep replaying over and over, and it triggers you and it keeps you stuck in a state of arrested development. And all you can do is get online, log in, and go to some content creator's page who loves to bash women because it gives you this sick pleasure that you're not alone. But you're alone because when you log off online, you're by yourself. There's nobody around to comfort you. So you become addicted to these male content creators who bash women all day. And some of you want some of those male content creators, honestly. You want those guys that you look at all day and all night. The second reason why you are lashing out on women who don't even want you is because you think that you are entitled to having a woman. You don't think that you need to do much to get a woman, but be a dude. Just because you are of the male sex, that is sufficient enough for you to say to yourself, you should have a woman. But you don't have a woman. You're constantly in turmoil. But all you know is, I can turn on my computer, or I can go to my mom's house or go to the public library and turn on the computer, and I can turn into a keyboard warrior, and I can attack every woman in the world, and she won't even know that it's me doing it because I'm hiding behind a computer screen. Smart women can trace who's behind that computer screen. These are the type of males who never go out. And when they do go out, it's only because they absolutely have to. Like, they have to go to the grocery store. They have to maybe go get some work done on their car. Or they have to go to work. And they rarely interact with women in real life. But they can't wait to get home because they have so much anxiety. And the anxiety has nothing to do with your external world. Activities that are happening outside of you, they're not the real problem. If everywhere you go in life, you're always in conflict with women, you're always in conflict in your mind about women, you always have an issue with women, then the common denominator is you. The only way your situation is going to change is when you change the way you think, when you change your mindset. But that won't happen because you are constantly feeding yourself with deplorable content that is destroying you. And women know it. Because even though you may think women are stupid, deep inside you know that's not true. You know that's a lie. And it is a lie. Because, see, women are very smart. Women are very intuitive. Women are very observant. And they can smell an incel a mile away. They can smell a red pill guy a mile away. They can smell a guy who does not get women a mile away. She's already rejected you before you can even think about being rejected. And she should. She absolutely should reject you. Why would any woman in her right mind want to be with a man who thinks so awful about women? She can smell your rotten thoughts. She would actually have to be just as delusional as yourself. Women are always going to be women. And if you have an issue with that, then that means you have an issue with women. You don't need a woman because she's going to run circles around you. She really is. You're always going to attract the wrong type of women. You're always going to attract women who are repelled by you. Women don't even have to know you personally. She can pick up your energy that is toxic. And even though you are a keyboard warrior, you get on social media because you really don't talk to women in real life, but yet you're always saying women are terrible, but you don't even have any relationships with women. You're terrible. You see how much of an oxymoron that is? But you'll get online, you'll leave trolling comments, you'll say trolling things about women all the time. And you think that you're getting under the women's skin, but these women don't even know you exist. They practically are getting laid right now by a woman, and you're online trolling her social media account. The delusion is real. But just to close with this, I don't make content for men. I'm a lesbian. So you know I'm a lesbian, but yet you feel so entitled to women that you think even lesbians want men. And more specifically, you think that you're entitled to being with a lesbian. If you look at my content and you think that you can tell me how to live my life, But you don't have a life of your own. You don't even have a business. You don't even have a woman to argue with, or even a man. You're wasting your time. What you're doing is you're paying me attention. And I mean it in every sense of the word. You are paying me attention because, see, I get paid per view. And I am a businesswoman. I am busy serving people to empower them, to elevate their lives. All I do is smile. You know why I smile? Because I know who I am. Every time you come to my YouTube channel, you're watching me. You're watching me do the work. You see, I'm working. I'm living an authentic life. I'm living in my truth. And I'm handling my business, literally and figuratively. But you're not, because you're wasting your time. See, when you're busy, when you're about your business, when you're about your purpose, you don't have time to go to other people's YouTube channels or their social medias and complain all day and berate them in the comment section. You know why? Because you're living in your truth. You're living in your purpose. You don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I have time to do what I'm called to do here. And nothing that you do will deter me from who I am. But since you're paying me attention, I have a serious message for you. Very serious. Women don't like you. Women are repulsed by you. Women know that you're not a real man. And women know that you're broke. And I mean that in many ways. You're broke mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, and sexually. You're broke. You will never get a woman. And if you do get a woman, she's going to be the kind of woman who will use you and abuse you and rinse and repeat. And you will only internalize it and hate women even more. And your toxic cycle will continue to go on and on and on and on into an inevitable, miserable existence. And at the end of the day, you will grow old and weary and lonely and bitter and hateful about women who don't even think about you. Women who are getting it in with another woman right now, if you know what I mean, because she's a lesbian. She doesn't even want you. You're mad about lesbians when lesbians don't even want you. You take it personal that a lesbian does not want you because you feel entitled, but you are defeated. You are weak. You are weak-minded. You are the common denominator of your miserable existence. And only you can change that for you. I am Giselle Wallace, certified gay life coach and author. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on my social media at Giselle A. Wallace, and live a purposeful life.